So, if you are an American, you're a woman, you are probably wondering, is moving abroad safe? Today, I want to break down what you need to look for and where to find the answers so you can build a life that is not only fulfilling, but also secure. I created an app called the Moving Abroad Toolkit to help you answer the two most important questions when you are considering moving abroad. And those two questions are, when can I go and how much will it cost? When you are researching a new city, don't just look at the overall crime rate. You need to dig a little deeper and ask about petty crime in tourist areas versus violent crime in different neighborhoods because there is a distinct difference. Petty theft and things like that happen in tourist areas. You have to know that. So you're not really going to be able to escape that. If you have a bit of street smarts and a nice crossover bag, you should be fine. But you do want to know, are there specific places you should avoid overall? Are there certain times of day that are less safe? You need to understand the nuances of the location, not just a single statistic. Is the country generally stable or is it prone to have civil unrest? When I moved to Brazil, I learned that a stable government is crucial for a predictable life. A country's political health impacts everything from the economy to your current visa status. You need to know what ground you are actually standing on and if it is solid. You definitely want to understand local laws and customs. This is a huge thing and it can be a source of constant low-level anxiety if you don't understand it or if you don't take time to just do a bit of research. What are the local laws and customs that might put you at risk if you don't understand them? This could be as simple as dress codes in certain regions or social etiquette around public consumption of alcohol. You need to be aware of the rules of the game so you can play it safely and with confidence. Lastly, you need to know about the emergency services. How reliable and accessible are they? Are the hospitals and clinics up to the standards you are used to? Do they have services that cater to people who don't speak the local language? You want to know that there's a safety net in place if you ever need it. So let's talk about how to research and find these answers. Of course, if you join Solutions for Moving Abroad, this is something we would do week by week, chipping away, answering all the questions, doing all the research in a group setting. And also, you will have one-on-one development because you'll be able to ask all the questions you want. If you want to join that course, it is for 8 weeks and it begins October 4th. When doing your research, you first want to start with official sources. Your home country's government travel advisories are a great place to start. They'll give you a baseline in what to look for. I would not stop there though. There are a lot of propaganda and things out there that tell you not to travel to certain places. So, yes, you do want to understand what the advisories are, but you also want to check forums. You can look at expat forums and communities for your target country. Ask questions, read old threads, but here's the key, look for balanced perspective. You want to hear from people who have been there for a while, people who have seen the good and maybe the not so good. Lastly, you can use YouTube. I did a lot of my research on YouTube, checking in with people who were slow travelers and also stayed in the location for an extended amount of time. You'll get to see what everyday life is like and what the city truly feels like. And you'll often get the most honest, unfiltered truths. The truth is, your peace of mind is paramount. You are taking a leap to build a better life. And that can't happen if you're constantly worried about your safety. So you want to prioritize this research and treat it as a gift to yourself. Because once you do it, you don't have to do it again, okay? And if you are feeling overwhelmed by checking all of this information, know that you don't have to do it alone. I've created Solutions for Moving Abroad course to be your complete roadmap. From visa research to finding community, we tackle all of this step by step so you can build the life you've been dreaming of with confidence, okay? The link is always in the bio, and the course launches October 4th, and seats are very limited because I want to give you that one-on-one feel. Okay, see you on the other side.